Alright. God morgen, min venner. Jeg er litt i dag, så de må bare ha tålmodighet med meg. Morsomt jeg burde nevne tålmodighet, ettersom det er mitt tema i dag. Ikke at jeg virkelig er kvalifisert til å snakke om tålmodighet, men jeg kommer til å prøve det. Jeg vil bruke meg selv som eksempel. Da jeg var liten gutt, hadde jeg liten eller ingen tålmodighet for noe i det hele tatt. Hvis jeg gjorde noe, og det ikke gikk slik jeg trodde det skulle, jeg skulle bli sint. Sannsynligvis gi det en kaste og ikke prøve det igjen. Jeg var heller ikke tålmodig med barn på min alder, da jeg ville miste temperamentet veldig lett og kjempe ved hatten. I det minste gjorde jeg en ting som min far sa til meg, og det var aldri start en kamp. Dessverre er jeg ferdig med mange av dem. Da jeg ble eldre, fikk jeg kontrollen over temperamentet mitt og sluttet å kjempe mot alle de andre. Som far til 12 barn var jeg til tider ikke en veldig tålmodig far, og har angret på det fra tid til annen. Når jeg ser tilbake på livet mitt gjennom årene, tror jeg at jeg har kommet langt fra personen jeg var den gang. Som sangen sier, jeg er bare en gammel kullbit, men jeg kommer til å bli en diamant en dag. Jeg kan håpe, uansett. Good morning, my friends. I'm a little off today, so you'll just have to have patience with me. Funny I should mention patience, as it is my theme today. Not that I'm really qualified to speak about patience, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll use myself as an example. When I was a young boy, I had little, if any, patience for anything at all. If I was doing something and it wasn't going the way I thought it should, I'd get very angry, probably give it a toss and not try it again. I also wasn't very patient with kids my age either, as I would lose my temper very easily and fight at the drop of a hat. At least I did one thing my father told me, and that was, don't ever start a fight. Unfortunately, I finished a lot of them. As I grew older, I did get a handle on my temper and quit fighting everything and everybody. As a young father of 2 children, I was at times not a very patient father, and have regretted that from time to time. As I look back on my life over the years, I think I have come a long way from the person I was back then. Like the song says, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm going to be a diamond someday. I can hope anyway. My wife Karen has had a lot to do with me being a man of more patience. I've always said she has the patience of Job. I've also told people that she's the female Will Rogers, as she's never met a person she hasn't liked, but that's another story. She used to drive us, and particularly our daughter, crazy with her mantra, patience is a virtue. Oh, how many times we've heard that. Of course she'd say it, and then she had her little smile when she was done. That must have taken root, though, as both of our kids, I say kids, our son is 46 and our daughter is 42, but, you know, they're always going to be kids. As I was saying before wandering off, that saying must have taken root, as our kids are patient like their mother. Believe me, that quote was said many, many times in the Olsen house. Having patience is an important virtue to have. Is it easy? No. But we all must try to have it or acquire more of it. There are situations in life that we have no control over, but with faith and patience, we can get through them and even learn something from them. At this period of time that we are in at this moment, it is a good example of needing faith and patience as they go hand in hand. I have a saying that I like to use for situations of all kinds, and that is, it'll always come out in the wash one way or the other. My other mantra is, growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional, but that doesn't have much to do with patience, does it? I'm going to move on to the song. Before I do that, patience today is a good exercise for me, as we still have not had any word on our grandson's wedding, the live stream, although just a second ago something flashed up that it would be starting soon, so I don't know what kind of problems they have, but I still have a problem with being patient with people and waiting for people when they say they're going to do something at a certain time and it doesn't get done. But I realize, like I always say, it'll come out in the wash one way or the other, and it looks like it will become a reality. So, the first of my grandchildren to get married. So anyway, I'm going to go to the song, and it's one that we hear quite often actually at Skofjorden, especially in the evening when people gather like we do sometimes around the piano and we sing songs, different songs. And this is one that I've always liked. It's probably one of my favorites, and it's called Hils from meg der hjemme. I den stille tausen natt står jeg her ved skipets rad, under himmelens stjernefell, ene og forlatt. Under himmelens høye tak høres fjerne vingeslag, fugletrekket atter går mot nord, mot lusefår. Hils fra meg der hjemme, hils min far og mor. Hils det grønne lier og den blanke fjord. Hvis jeg hadde vinger, fløy jeg hjem med deg, til det lyse netter. Hils dem, hils fra meg. Hils from meg der hjemme. I'd like to read another poem by Rolf Jacobson that has struck a note with me, although it isn't about patience, but yet it could be if you read into it. It's called, it calls to me for some reason, maybe because I live up here in the woods, but it's called Mitt tre, or My Tree. Mitt tre. En renn, lyngens mor, mitt tre. De trenger ingen sommer, bare regn og snø. Fyllekrone den lofter, ingen har hørt den sus. Den har en lang seigrøt som kan grå av grus. Den bærer vind over skuldrene, skyene i sitt hår. Den kan stå i stormen, nelende, men den står. Kanskje den har en drøm i sinne, det hvite rankelbed, der verden slutter og breene kommer ned. Av alle trær på jorden, nærmest den store snø, brenes blinde så, og var jeg som det. My tree, it's the cedar, the mother of lingonberry. That is my tree. It doesn't need summer, rain and snow are enough. Its top is high and ragged, no one hears its sound. It has a tough, long root that sinks into gravel. Over its shoulder is wind, over its hair clouds. Storms don't bring it down. It may kneel, but it stays there. Maybe it has some destination in mind, the white bed of crowfoot flowers at the end of the world where the glaciers rule. Among all the trees on earth, it is nearest to the great snows, to the blind son of the glacier. I want to be a tree like that. Yeah, so there we go. My tree. You know, excuse me a second. The throat is getting dry. When I started this little deal, I never thought it would mean much to anyone. I've really been surprised by all the kind words, messages, and even a phone call expressing your thanks. It's deeply appreciated. I had thought before that this might be my last program for a while, but I think I will continue for another week if you'd like me to, on the same schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So anyway, take care, ha en god helg, ha det. I should go in and see if there's a live stream of a wedding. So take care, and vi ses neste uke.